Welcome. It's our Adios oil class. I'm so excited to go through products that help if you have oily skin, or maybe you know someone who struggles with oily skin. I'm Roseanne Owen, and make sure you get your name in the drawing because I see Sherry's already on. Welcome, Sherry. And Mary Lynn is on. Awesome. So get your name in the chat because today I'm giving away our Time Wise Miracle Set, the Go Set. It's the mini version of a skincare set. And this formula is for combination oily. But if you win it and you have normal to dry, I can give you the normal to dry kind. So you just let me know. But this has a cleanser, a moisturizer, and a day defender with SPF 30 and a night recovery, which is packed with a lot of vitamins. And I'm going to talk more about that tonight. But this travel version lasts 2 weeks, using it morning and night. It's great to try it out if you've never tried it before. And it's also awesome for travel. And wow, the feed just blew up here. Welcome, Ashley. So glad you're here. Joe Tina, yay. Love you, girl. Glad you're here. Welcome. I forgot to put in the banner. Make sure, because Facebook is silly, but we got to do the StreamYard.com Facebook for me to see the comments. So whoever did this Hi Roseanne comment, make sure you put your name in the chat, or maybe someone will put your name for you. But yes, Ashley does love the mini travel versions. Welcome, Joni. Welcome, Holly. Yes, I'm glad you like the prize. It is one of my favorite giveaways. Kathy's on. Welcome, Kathy. So good seeing you earlier today. And Tirsa's here also. Awesome. And Jade, yay. Okay, so that was Jade. Awesome. And Tabitha's on. Oh, that's a darling picture of you, Tabitha. So as we get started, I'm going to quickly introduce myself, and then we're going to jump right into the products. I'm Roseanne. I've been building my business for 14 years. Jade was my very first party. Thank you, Jade. Shout out to Jade, one of my best friends. I started this business because I was looking for something to earn extra income, but it could be flexible. And this is, 14 years ago. Before I had kids, I wanted flexibility. And now I'm like, it has to be flexible. There's no other way when you have kids. So I think flexibility at any stage of life is appealing, right? We all want our own life the way we want it. So I've been building it now for 14 years. Prior to Mary Kay, I had graduated with my piano degree in piano teaching. So I was teaching piano, finding a lot of joy in that. But I just had these pockets of time in the morning when I'm like, I could be a little more productive. And we were struggling with infertility at that time. And I was praying for a change. I was wanting a baby, but Mary Kay, or Heavenly Father, gave me Mary Kay instead, which definitely put some more positivity in my life. And I think whenever you're going through a trial, one of the best things to do is to serve others. It helps you to kind of forget about yourself, which you should take care of yourself, but it helps you forget about yourself in a good way and serve and take care of others. So that's one of my favorite things that Mary Kay's done. And now we have 3 wonderful children, ages 9, 7, and 5. And it's been a blessing to be their mom, but also to work at home. I love being a mom. And I also love having something for me to also grow as a person. Spiritually, Mary Kay encourages us to put God first, family second, career third, and I love that. So, okay, so now we're going to get jumping right into the products. Welcome, Carolyn. So glad you're here. I think she's working out at the gym right now. That's a good use of your time, huh? Exercise and learn some fun techniques. So, okay, so our Adios oil class. The first product I'm going to talk about is our Miracle Set. I feel the majority of skincare concerns could mostly be solved by a skincare set that is correct for your skin. So a skincare set, in this case, we're going to be talking about the kind that helps with combination to oily skin. And there is the cleanser, the 4-in-1 cleanser. It's an awesome size bottle. It's 4.5 ounces. Then we have the I can talk today. Antioxidant moisturizer. And that one is an oil-free moisturizer. It's lightweight. So even people with oily skin should still use some type of moisturizer. You don't want to use something too heavy or thick, but you still want to use a moisturizer. That way your skin is getting hydration that it needs. So hopefully it will stop overproducing oil. So giving your skin the correct hydration, dermatologists have said, can help with reducing oil. And then there's this awesome daytime defender, nighttime recovery, and there's this eye cream that's super silky. And I have the cutest order of application. I love to relate it to a family. So we have the cleanser. He's the dad of the family. So he's leading the family. He goes first, nice and tall. And then we have the mom. She's the moisturizer. And mom and moisturizer both start with M. So that's your moisturizer. Then you have your little baby. And this baby goes in between the parents so it doesn't get lost. And the baby is the eye cream. So just use a tiny, tiny bit. It's the smallest product out of the piece, but you're only using it around your eye area, underneath to the side. And if you want, you can do it on the eyelid. Just be careful not to get it too close to your eye. So that is that order. And they say that that's the first place that we age. And I've noticed that for me is my eye area. That's the first place that I'm aging. And so it's important as young as possible to start using an eye cream and then get into the routines of using it morning and night. So if skincare is a struggle, find something you're already good at. Habit stack. Maybe that's brushing your teeth morning and night, or maybe that's checking your phone or watching a show or something, but find something and add this either right before, especially if you're watching a show, because you don't want to fall asleep, but habit stack and say, oh yeah, I can do this after I wash my face, or, kind of create those routines. You might have to have an alarm on your phone. Then we have the daytime defender. This is the big brother, and he protects you. So this is our big brother protecting you. He has SPF 30. When you're using sunscreen, you want that as the very last step in your skincare routine. So before your makeup, but you want it your very last skincare. So that's why it's at the very last step. And then we have the big sister. And big sisters, what do we do? We correct you, right? I'm a big sister, and I know many of you on here are. Shout out to the big sisters, but yes, guilty. We correct you, and my sisters have reminded me how many times I've done that. But because this night recovery has packed with vitamins to correct the skin and help it while you're sleeping, you want that to go on before the moisturizer. So it has a slightly different, yes, big sisters unite. That's what Ashley says. That the night recovery goes before the moisturizer. And that can be a little confusing because if anything changes for me, I forget anyway. But it's still better to at least have it on, even if you forget and you accidentally put your moisturizer on. But daytime, sunscreen last, nighttime, slip that moisturizer in there. And I like to let my skin absorb it. So while it's doing that, you can brush your teeth or, even just wait like 30 seconds and it will be, at least where I live, it will be absorbed into your skin and where I have dry skin. So this formula comes in normal to dry and combination to oily. Today, we're kind of more talking about combination to oily, but it does come in the normal to dry formula. And I have very dry skin and I really like this formula. I feel like it's perfect hydration for me. Okay. Yes. And welcome, Krista. We have another hi, Roseanne. Can you please put your name so I know who you are? Yeah, so glad you're on. I want to make sure I get you in the drawing. Yes, Big Sisters Unite. Woo, woo. Okay, so that is this line. And like I said, I feel like the majority of skincare problems can be solved by this. And funny little story, not to put Christina under the bus or anything, but Christina got this formula a while back at a party. And anyway, and then one day she reached out to me maybe months later and was like, hey, my skin is crazy oily. Do you have any recommendations? And I was like, hey, have you been using this? Is this because if you're using this and it's still oily, we need to, figure out some other things. And she's like, oh yeah. She's like, I've been using up something else before, to just finish it up. And she started using this. And I think a day or two later, she's like, oh, my skin's under control again. So like I said, most skincare concerns can be solved just with a correct skincare of your choice. And that one is, I forgot to talk about the prices. I guess it's on there, but it's $116 for the cleanser, moisturizer, day and night cream. And then it's $150 if you want to add the eye cream. That gives you a savings of about $16 total. If you were to get those all individually, it would be 166. Oh my gosh. So it gives you a savings of $16 when you get it as a set. There is the mini version, which we're doing the giveaway of it tonight, but the mini version is $28 if you end up wanting to purchase that to try it. Okay, the oil mattifier. This is the next product we're talking about. This is a lightweight formula, dries to a natural matte finish, and instantly absorbing oil and controls your shine for at least 8 hours. So let's say you are using a skincare line and it's still not helping you, or it's helping but not as much as you want. So the oil mattifier would be a great supplement to add. So a supplement, I think of it like a Christmas tree. The most important part is the Christmas tree, right, itself. That's your skincare. The ornaments that you put on the tree are supplements. So if you're like just trying supplements, that'd be like just putting ornaments on your floor and saying, yep, we're done with Christmas. That, that's how we're decorating this year and not even putting the tree up. So just to kind of keep it in perspective, this is a supplement to use to kind of help and enhance your skincare. You can use all of our products sparingly. A little bit goes a long way. You would use this mostly on the shine prone areas after your moisturizer. So after you used your moisturizer, then you would apply this before makeup. But you can also reapply as needed, even on top of makeup throughout the day. But we have some other products that are good in that case too. That's $20. It's 0.6 fluid ounces. It's a good size bottle, especially if you're using it sparingly. That's what it looks like. Da-da-da. Okay. And our next product is beauty blotters. And the beauty blotters are $8. They're these awesome oil absorbing tissues, and they come with 75 tissues in it. So this is perfect to keep in your purse or maybe by your desk. That way, if later in the day you start to, get oily in the T-zone, you can pull this out, pull out a tissue, dab it really good, and throw it away. They're really thin. It's really easy to, it's tiny. So easy to store. You could even probably put it in your pocket, but it instantly absorbs excess oil without disturbing your makeup. Leave your face with a soft matte finish. And you would just gently press the tissue against your face, concentrating on your nose, forehead, chin area. It can be used as needed throughout the day. So that is the oil absorbing tissues. Another product that I think almost probably all of you either have or have used is our charcoal mask. And this mask is fantastic for guys, girls. I know Carolyn was talking about over spring break. She had her boys use it and even her husband. So that's shout out to them. I think that's so cool because I think it doesn't matter if you're a guy or a girl. This is a great product. If you have bigger pores, excess oil. My good friend Becky, she's like, I'm so oily. She's like, I was so oily, I could have gone down the street on my face. It's kind of like, wow, I've never ever felt that way. But because I have very dry skin, I have the opposite issue. I feel like the road is my face. But she said after using the charcoal mask and using it consistently, which for oily skin, we recommend twice a week. She's like, it's controlling the oil better. And I love the picture of the guy's nose on the left. How that when it dries, you can see that it acts like a magnet, bringing the excess oil to the surface, and then you just rinse it off. There's no pilling involved. And then on the right side, my friend Sherilyn, who I joined Mary Kay with, so you can see on her chin there more whiteheads in there, and having the mask on as smoothly as possible. The key, and Caroline was like, don't use it too thickly. You need to apply it very smoothly, very evenly, and not too thick. You don't want it too thin that you can still see your skin, but I think how Sherilyn has it on, and also that guy, is perfect. And then you leave it on to dry for 20, 25 minutes till it's completely dry. You can speed up the process by putting your face in front of a fan or fanning your face. I've done that before. Put my hair dryer on the cold setting when I'm in a rush. But that's $25. I use this once a week. I have dry skin, but I still have bigger pores on my nose and a slightly oilier skin on my center of the forehead and my chin. So I find using this once a week helps a ton. And this bottle is 4.5 ounces, huge. And I feel like I haven't mapped it out correctly, so I can't really tell you exactly, but I feel like it's lasted 3 years. And I use it every Wednesday night. And anyway, I love it. Yeah, if you're using it twice a week, it'll probably last about 1.5 years, but I feel like it lasts me about 3 years. And if you're, having your family use it too, it'll go up quicker. But so far, I'm the only one in my family who uses it. Trying to get Pete to use it more often, but yeah, that's the lost cause. He supports me in a lot of ways, but just not having a facial. Okay. He'll die if you knew that. Okay. I already said that. Okay. Oil-free hydrating gel. This is another one that a lot of customers with oily skin say this is heaven in a jar. I'm like, oh, that's amazing. So when you open it up, it's heaven. I actually really enjoy how this product smells and feels. They have a version for dry skin, which I'm going to talk about next week, which is our intense hydrating or intense moisturizing cream. This one is our oil-free hydrating gel. It's just lightweight, oil-free. This would be a moisturizer I would recommend using at night. It doesn't have sunscreen in it, but it can be, if you want to use your antioxidant moisturizer in the morning, and then you can use this at night, or this could be just an extra kind of like a lightweight moisturizer to help restore balance to your skin for 10 hours. So I typically use this version, but with the dry skin at night. So that's the oil-free hydrating gel. Sorry, I had to take a drink. I do feel like that lasts about 3 months as well. You just want to be careful because it's in a jar, not to like take out too much of it. Okay, so that's our oil-free hydrating gel. And those are the products we're talking about tonight. I am going to spin a wheel, and we're going to find out what the gift with purchase is tonight. So if you are ordering from your consultant, and maybe you're ordering something I talked about, because maybe you have oily skin, but maybe you don't have oily skin, but you need something else. You need a moisturizer, or you need a foundation, or you're running out of mascara or something. We're going to spin the wheel and find out what the gift with purchase is tonight. And let me just get this sharing with you guys. Too many buttons to click on. Okay. Okay, so we're going to spin our wheel and find out what our gift with purchase is. Ooh, it's our mini eye makeup remover. That's fantastic gift. I always make sure I at least have 1 or 2 of those for myself. They last about 12 days. And so it's great when you're traveling to have a smaller version of your eye makeup remover that not only cleans off your makeup like eyeshadow, eyeliner, mascara, but it can remove waterproof makeup as well. And at the same time, conditioning your eyelashes. We are the #1 direct selling brand of skincare and color cosmetics in the world. So Mary Kay got that title in September, and that is our #1 selling product. So it's basically the #1 eye makeup remover in the world. So now fun. So that's the gift with purchase. So you can get that from your beauty consultant. Marilyn says, well, I'm a little sister. Yeah. So you're on the other end, which is not the fun end of getting corrected, right? Yeah. Oh, yes. I agree. There's such sweet satisfaction of seeing stuff coming out of pores. I agree, Ashley. We are like sisters. Love that. Older sisters, right? Okay. Oh, cool. Ziri's on. Awesome. Thank you so much, Ashley. I knew I could count on you to help me with that. So welcome, Ziri. Okay. So now I'm going to give you a chance to think about who you'd like to refer to a treatment. They can live anywhere in the United States. And this is one of the main ways that us beauty consultants work our business and grow our business, because we can't just facial our same family and friends over and over. And so this is a fun way to think about someone to refer to a treatment. We have an awesome hydration happy hour class on Wednesday and Thursday nights where they can get samples in the mail. They can try the treatment at their own home. They're not on camera, just like this class where they're not on camera. but we're walking them through how to take care of their skin and walking them through the free samples that they got. So I'm going to give you guys a couple minutes because we don't really have time otherwise, right? But I'm going to give you time right now to think about someone you'd love to refer. Even if you just refer 1 or 2 people to your consultant, privately message them the referral. Don't put the referral in the chat because we'll lose it. We won't find it. But privately message the referrals to your beauty consultant. And if you want to write really quickly, when you share 12 referrals, you're going to get a full-size makeup item of your choice half off. So maybe you're running out of lipstick or lip gloss or mascara or eyeliner or eyeshadow or lip liner, brow tint, blush, any makeup item, basically anything you would put on your face after foundation. You can pick whatever you want and get it half off when you share 12 referrals. They can live anywhere in the United States. And I was a referral. That's how I got introduced to Mary Kay. And so I'm so grateful that my friend referred me, put me down. I hadn't seen her for a few years. But I was like, a free facial? Heck yeah. So that sounds awesome. I had no idea that was going to be that answer to a prayer. And every time I see that friend, I thank her all the time. And she probably forgot she even put me as a referral, but I definitely never forgot, and I'm grateful for that. Okay, so I'm going to give you a couple minutes. You can write them down on a piece of paper, text a picture of that to your consultant. Just make sure she can read your handwriting. And yes, I know the gift of purchase today is probably, if I was to pick any of those, that'd probably be the one I would pick for myself. So, and while you're doing this, I'm going to play some music, and this gives me a chance to get everyone who's entered their name into the drawing for the miracle set, the Go set, that we're going to be giving away. So here we go. Okay, hopefully that gave you some time to think about who you'd love to refer to this treatment. Like I shared earlier, you can just privately send that to your beauty consultant. And most times when we reach out to referrals, we just text, because who answers their phone nowadays if you don't recognize the number, right? Because it's usually spam, unfortunately. So we text them and then let them know they got entered into a free facial. So I'm going to pull up and add to the stage. Make sure your name is on the will. Now, if you're a beauty consultant and you already own a starter kit, I did not add you on the will because you're already a winner. You already get 50% off on your products. But just double check all the guests who are on that you can see your name. Maybe I'll try and make it a little bigger for you. But if you do not see your name and you are not a beauty consultant, put your name in the chat so that we can get you entered into that. And as we wrap up, I'm going to share our deals and some of our specials and our best kept secrets. So our deals on here is our the Princess, Queen, and Cadillac. I'll share about that in a minute. So the Miracle Set, and this is crazy tiny, so we will privately message this to you. This Miracle Set is $116 for the 4 steps, the cleanser, moisturizer, day and night. And I have mapped out how long that lasts me, and it's about 5 months, which really impressed me, how long that lasts. And once I've used everything, you can cut it open, at least the cleanser and the moisturizer, and there's still stuff in the sleeves, and it will last you even like an extra week. Same with the eye cream too. The eye cream, though, however, does not last 5 months. I feel like I ran out of that around 3 months. So just be careful with the eye cream. Use a tiny little bit. I was probably using more because it kind of just comes out on its own. So. And then if you add the eye cream to the Miracle Set, the full Miracle Set, it's $150. And that counts as 3 sets, which I'll share here in a minute. If you go down to the masking set, the charcoal mask is $26 and is an amazing mask to help supplement and use once or twice a week to provide that deeper clean and help control the oily skin. The other products that we talked about are not on here, but just to recap, we talked about the oil mattifier, $20. We talked about the oil-free hydrating gel, $34. Smells amazing. And we talked about the oil-absorbing tissues, which are $8. And I think that's all we talked about. I already talked about this and about the Miracle Set. So so that is, oops, crap, clicked on the wrong button. There we go. So those can be a la carte, and that's probably its own set right there with the mask. Definitely a mask. Whether you're adding the oil mattifier and the hydrating gel, using the mask with the hydrating gel, or the oil absorbing tissues with the oil mattifier and the mask or something like that. So the Princess, Queen, and Cadillac is when you're getting multiple sets from your beauty consultant, you can get a savings. So the Princess, you can pick 4 sets on the page, or maybe you're kind of creating your own set. You'll only pay $199. So basically you're going to save about $15 to $20 off the bat, plus the travel roll-it bag, which I love my roll-it bag. Rachel was on our class earlier this day, and she's like, I love that, not just for travel, but just for everyday life. And I'm like, yes, it is awesome for everyday life to keep things organized. The Queen is you can pick any 6 sets on the page and only pay $299. So you're getting about another maybe $20 savings or so with that one, and you get the travel roll-it bag. And then our Cadillac, which we're working towards, our pink Cadillac. I got some pink pom-poms there. We're cheering for pink Cadillac. That one is pick any 8 sets on the page and just pay $3.99. So you get another savings on that one. And then our best kept secret is our starter kit. Right now it's $35. The eStart, I can't believe how such a low cost startup. I started 14 years ago, it was $100. We didn't get options. It was like, you join for 100, and that was it. And even after college, being, fairly newlywed, when I just made that decision, she's like, well, do you have the $100? I'm like, well, yeah, it's $100. It's only $100. And that was 14 years ago. And $100 now is really, not as worth as much as it was back then. And now it's only 35, which gives you a website for an entire year. Before then, I had to add on my website. So I love that it's already automatically part of the startup fee. And you have the ability to process debit and credit cards, which is fantastic if someone doesn't want to pay with Venmo and they want to do a debit or credit card. And it comes with some samples and a catalog. The sets on the bottom are completely optional. You can add them all on at once when you join, or you have the first 15 days to think about it. The left side, the $45 gives you a bunch of samples, samples that you can use to, I know Christina's been handing those out and letting people demo with those. And you can, use them yourself, because I think that's the best testimonial, is for you to explain how the product works. And then the $90 gives you full size products. Comes with the miracle set that we talked about tonight for both normal to dry skin and combination oily. And one set with the eye cream is $150. You get 2 sets plus microderm plus oil-free eye makeup remover plus 5 of our CC cream foundations, which is every single shade of CC cream foundation that we have. It's a lightweight foundation. And our ultimate mascara and our charcoal mask, plus that gorgeous bag, the mirrors, the trays, the catalogs. That's like $450 retail of just the products, not even including the samples, but you only pay $90. So that's a better deal than I get. So I'm a little jealous, but I think that's fantastic that they give that much free product to new consultants for them to kind of do whatever you want with it. I always love to share the other half too. So if someone's interested in starting Mary Kay, the 2 main reasons I see is someone, like for me, I was looking for a side hustle. It was not going to replace my full-time job. I planned on teaching piano till I died. And then I found out, after 16 years of that career, it was not as much fun as I was having, and it was not as flexible. So I'm so grateful that I had started my Mary Kay business when I did and built it up so that when I was like, piano teaching is not bringing me as much joy and I have to send my kids to a babysitter, that I was like, I don't need to teach piano anymore. I can just focus on my kids and my Mary Kay business. So sometimes your side hustle becomes your main hustle and you were never planning on that, but it's always great to have a side B, a plan B. And then the other reason is women, it makes sense financially. And Christina she has her MBA. She was on the fence for a while. Like, should I join Mary Kay or not? I'll have the products, but I don't know. But then she put it out on paper and on a spreadsheet and listed all of the products she uses, all the products she would love to use if she got 50% off as well. And other things like teacher gifts or, different things that you buy throughout the year for other people. And hey, could I get 50% off in that? When she did that, she's like, oh, okay, this makes more sense to get the 50% off. And so that's a great exercise too. I'm taking a finance class through my church, and it's been really fun for some reason to do a budget and all that. When you actually have to, you're like, okay. So I think, it's great to get organized, and does this make sense financially or not, for the 50% off? Yes, Carolyn, that's amazing. Yes, the repair set counts as 4 sets. And so, yes, it is, because you're on, it's discounted to $199. Yep. Or you could add it towards a 6 set. So if you picked out the repair plus 2 more, that could go for the queen. Yep. And we have Brenda on. Welcome, Brenda. So glad you're here. So as we wrap up, where's I going with that? Okay, sorry. We gotta wrap this up. So the starter kit, it's $35. When we do order, our minimum order is $225. So we get to hand select $450 retail of whatever we're going to use, whatever we want. We do a launch party as well for you. So whatever you sell from your launch party, you can totally combine it. Only pay shipping once. And the last thing, you only have to do that order once a year to remain a consultant. Just keep in mind, our minimum order is $225. So if you want to order twice a year, is 225 or 225. There is a little grace period once you've done the 225. If you're like, oh darn, I forgot mascara, or someone just wanted a foundation, there is a grace period that you can order less and still get 50% off. It's just smart to like not have to do that because we pay shipping, every single time we place an order. So anyway, I just like to share that totally upfront. And there's a 90% buyback guarantee. That was something so comforting to me because I didn't know if I'd like Mary Kate or be any good at it. And I knew for me, if I didn't like it, I had that 90% buyback, or I could send back my products to Mary Kate. Okay, so enough about the starter kit. But if you are interested with your beauty consultant, we have a signing bonus of our brush collection when you join by the end of tonight. Or we'll even just say the next 24 hours, because if some of you are watching from the East Coast, it's getting kind of late your time. So I am pulling up our wheel of names. There's a lot of products to cover tonight. So sorry, this one a little longer than normal. I'm hurrying as fast as I can, pulling up this. Make sure you see your name on the wheel. And unless you're a beauty consultant, then I'm so sorry. But you're already a winner. Yay. Okay, so as we wrap up, let's find out who is our winner of our miracle set, the Go set. Love this product. And it looks like Joni Miller. Yay, Joni. I'm so happy for you. You are so faithful. And sorry, I'm like trying to find where I wrote your name here. Oh, there it is. It's right in front of me. I just need to make sure I write that down. Fantastic, Joni. So thank you guys so much for being on here. Yay, I agree. Next week, we're teaching about products that help with the dry skin. So if you struggle with dry skin, that's me. I have some really fun tips and tricks that I've used so that I don't feel dry anymore. Thank you guys so much for being on. Your beauty consultant will follow up with you, but it's always good to text her and say, hey, I was watching the class. She gets credit for you watching. And if you decide to order, the gift with purchase is the mini eye makeup remover. Joni says, yay. Awesome. Yeah, so that is the gift with purchase that you'll get when you place an order with your beauty consultant in the next 24 hours. So have a fantastic rest of your night. And thank you again. We appreciate you supporting us small business owners. Have a great night. Bye.